All right, fifth grade. So now we've done radial, asymmetrical, and symmetrical balance. So we're going to combine them all together into one piece of art. Here are your three examples, okay? You can see, when you look at these three examples, that each one has a radial background. That is the first thing you want to do in this project. You want it to be radial. Remember, radial goes in a circular format, okay? It's more than 3 times when it's folded. So I'm going to take one of my colored papers. The whole project's going to be kind of small compared to normal art, so it's going to be a challenge. So you're going to fold it in half. You're going to fold it a second time. Okay? You're choosing any one of those colors that you got except the black. The black is our background color. As you guys can see up here, black is our background color. Okay? So now, you have your paper. And you're going to take your pencil, and on the corner that everything is folded, I want you to start with a circle shape. So this does not get cut. We're leaving this right here. No cutting there, okay? But then I could do some little rays. If I want to do rays, that's pretty cool. It goes back down to my little circle shape. And my rays. If I want to do rays again. If you don't do rays, you don't have to do rays. But just remember that you don't want to cut the middle, and you want to have shapes. So I'm making shapes. So I can make a shape here, and then I get bigger as it goes out. Do not go too close to the edge of the paper, though, because if you do that, you're going to end up cutting it off. We don't want to cut off the edge. We want this to all stay whole. So there you go. If I do it on the fold, I can get a skinny shape and cut it that way. So here's what I have so far. Okay? If you can't see it, that's okay, because I'm going to cut it out now. I'm cutting out each one of these shapes. When I cut my shapes, I have to start by folding it in the middle of the shape. Okay? Then I make a small cut, and then I open it up, and I stick my scissors in the hole, the little slit that was made when I cut. And then I just work my way to the line, and I cut out on my pencil line. So I'm working around now. And I just remove it. So there's my first hole. I made a bad joke before. This is all about holy stuff. This is about holy stuff right here. Get my hole, holy. So then I cut this one, same deal. Make a little slit right in the middle of the shape. Then I cut to my closest pencil line. And there I go. I'll just go back up. It is a little bit of a delicate challenge, but I think you guys can do it. I've had most of my fifth graders be able to do this, and the projects have been really cool. Some kids have really surprised me at how neat they've been able to cut their shapes out. Okay? Because here's my second one. See? And if you do it kind of around in a circle from the beginning, you really do accentuate the whole idea of it being a radial symmetrical part of the project. Okay? So then I fold, and I snip in the middle of the shape again. And then I go to my cutting. And I cut this little shape out. And if you don't stay 100% on your pencil lines, it's okay. This will be the back of your project. Actually, this is the part that'll get glued down to your project. So you won't even see this. So, there you go. It's my second one, my third one. Then, here's my last, almost my last. It's last slit I have to make. Because once on the fold, you just cut on the fold. Huh. That makes it so much easier. Ugh. Paper's gotten bunched here. We'll go this way. There we go. I know I was smarter than you. I know I could do it. Talking to the paper. I know I shouldn't, but you know, right now there's nobody else to talk to. I'm talking to you guys, but you're not actually here. It's very quiet in these parts nowadays. You might have noticed I'm even in the music room because, you know, that I talked to Mrs. Hall, but she's not here. Nobody's here. It's very lonely at school. We're all hiding from COVID, aren't we? So, there is my shape. That's not a very good one, though, is it? So I'll go back in. I can trim that and make it look better. Oh, that's better. That's much better. So then I can cut my last little triangle shape. And I can cut my circle if I would like. It's fine. So now, here I go. And this should have radial symmetry, like it's going in a circle. Let's check me out. So I did. What do you guys think? I think it's radial symmetrical. So then I take my black paper and I take the paper I just cut. Then you're going to flip it over. You're going to do a super speedy, skinny little glue line all over this paper where there is actual paper left. And I would just do about half of the paper first, and then I would glue that, and then I would just open up the other half. I'll show you that in just a second too. So I'm putting glue on just half the paper. And you want to glue all the little parts too so it does lay flat for you. Okay, so I glued half the paper. Then I take it and I match it up to my black paper. So here I go. I'm going to match my unglued parts. And then I lay my glued parts down. You don't want to get glue all over the place, so that's why we do it this way. So now half of it is glued, and then I just take this half, I open it up. And so we folded it to get the cut on it. It's kind of easy to open it up. With this purple, just fold, there we go. Then I just put glue on this half, and I lay it back down. Now we know in this project, make sure you let it dry, because no matter how hard we try, there's always glue bits that stick out. Usually we let it dry on the drying rack, but since you're at home, we don't have a drying rack at everybody's home. You have to let it dry someplace where nobody will walk on it or step on it, where it can sit there for about a day. Oh no. So there is my radial symmetry, okay? Then I can either do asymmetrical or symmetrical. That is my choice. But for either one of these two, it's important that you're thinking about the shape. So for symmetrical, that would be like a shape with a name, like a square or a circle or a triangle. Those are all shapes with names. You can do them next if you like, or you could do your asymmetrical. So my symmetrical, I might fold my paper, and I might make a couple of them. So I could make, this is kind of fun. We did this last year with our holy shapes. I might make, I'm thinking maybe, I'll do a triangle. So there's my triangle. It's not holy though. You have to have holes in these things so you can see the layer below. Okay? So we just kind of fold it. I guess you know this one. We fold it and then we cut into it. So there you go. Then I cut into it. I just want to leave a little border or edge. And then I take my scissors and I stick it in the slit. And then I'm just cutting out to the edge around where the shape goes. And there are my symmetrical triangles. Okay, so I will glue them down next. Think something cool with your design, turning them different ways and the placement. Okay, because part of this whole thing with art is you're using your ability to choose. You're making choices. So are you choosing to point out something with your shape, the shape of your shape, or are you trying to cover something up? That's all your choice, right? So here it kind of like, it's all going to the middle here. See, I'm showing everybody, pointing it to the middle with my triangle shapes, and I've got the empty space right here. So I could either make another geometric shape, or I could make a freeform shape. And freeform shapes are fun, because when you do the freeform shapes, guys, you're going to just make up a shape. So here I go. If my pencil will work. Here we go. There we go. Now remember, even though I do this really cool freeform shape, I have to put a hole in it. So, I might just cut my paper in half and save this half for something else another day. I don't know. Then I will cut out my freeform shape. All right. Then, once I've cut out the freeform shape, I will fold it and I'll make a little place to cut so I can get back into the shape. So now I fold it, little tiny cut, and I can get back into the shape now that I made that little tiny cut right there. So in I slide, and then I cut around, making a little border. So I will go up in, and I will turn and lean. And since this one is asymmetrical anyway, it doesn't have to be, you know, totally perfect when you cut the inside out because it's asymmetrical, which means it can be a little bit awkward and weird because that shape itself is awkward and weird. So there is my asymmetrical shape. It's definitely weird, and I can put it right here in the middle if I want. Or you can make 2 or 3 of these if you really like your asymmetrical shapes. If you really like your geometric shapes, you can do them too. Just make sure that whatever you do, my friends, it has a hole in it so we can see all layers, okay? That is your asymmetrical project, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. I wish you guys were here so we could put it up on the wall together like one giant project. But that's just Mrs. Well having crazy thoughts. Okay, so I can't wait to see it.